Hello, and welcome to Let's Talk Spoop. I'm your host, Don, and today we're going to talk about Requiem for a Scream, which is a Tubi original. That's about it. So you can watch it on Tubi, and we're going to talk about it. As per usual on Let's Talk Spoop, we break things down into 6 separate categories. Those 6 separate categories are story, acting, music, atmosphere, look, and finally creep. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into Requiem for a Scream. So the story is that we have a psycho killer abducting people to record them sing while he is torturing them. That's essentially your opening scene, is this woman singing while this guy's playing keyboard, like a tiny keyboard in the background, like a kid's keyboard almost, which is like silly. And then she can't hit whatever high note he's trying to get her to hit. So he murders what I assume is her boyfriend and then her. And that's how we open. So then we get introduced to our main character, whose name I don't remember, who her parents are very forceful and they're trying to get her into being a professional opera singer, which is like, I didn't even really know that people still did that. So I guess that's cool. But she didn't want to do it. And they're trying to get her into it because her sister was such a great singer and she also can sing really well. And they're pushing her. And so she decides to rebel and tells them she's going to an audition that she doesn't go to. And instead, she meets up with her friends at the family cabin. And we get introduced to our cast of characters, one of which is like an entrepreneur and gay, one of which is her best friend, one of which is like the bad influence druggy girl who may or may not have caused the death of her sister, and therefore the main character doesn't like her. And there's another dude, and that's it. None of these characters are really that interesting. We find out that they're not secretive about who's killing them or why he's doing it, and yeah. I liked the concept. I didn't like the execution. So 2.5 out of 5 skulls for story. Acting, it's not bad, but it's not good. There's no like badly delivered lines, but it wasn't like an all-star performance. So baseline 2.5. Music, for a movie that's about a psycho killer that murders people while trying to get them to sing, you would expect it to have really good music, but instead it just had normal, mediocre, nothing special music. So 2.5 for music. Atmosphere. Though the concept isn't bad, I couldn't care less about any of them except Alex. Alex is the bad influence girl. I hated her. And that's really it. I watched the movie because I was halfway through it, and I just don't like to give up. So for atmosphere, 2 out of 5. Look, there is nothing to report. 2.5. And finally, creep. If you can't tell, this movie is not scary. It's not creepy. Therefore, it gets a 1, as per usual, for anything that's not creepy on Let's Talk Spoop. So 1. We tally up those scores, and we get a 2.1 out of 5. So essentially a 2 out of 5 for Requiem for a Scream on Tubi. If you've seen the movie, you have thoughts, please put them down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review or my other reviews, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, or joining the channel and supporting us. Okay, thanks, bye.